top 15 coaches of all time. NBA came out with a list. Have we ever seen a list for top coaches? We ain't never seen a list.
I don't think I've ever seen one of those.
Official list, man. You heard about this one, Dino?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
my boy up there, man.
Yeah, he up there, man. I know you was a little hype about that, man. So here's the list. Red Auerbach, of course, he's gonna be there. Celtics legend. Larry Brown. I always had love for Larry Brown. I always had love for Larry Brown, man.
Hey, Mel, is this in order? You know?
No, it's not in order.
No particular order.
No, it look like it's in alphabetical order. Chuck Daly, by last name, alphabetical order, but Chuck Daly. I'm not mad at that. Red Holzman, don't know who he is. I gotta do some research on this guy. Got to do some research. I know the Phil Jackson guy. Casey Jones, Celtic great. Steve, I got to do more research on Casey Jones as well because I didn't know he was such a great coach. Did he coach the Celtics after he played?
Had to have, because he probably won some rings or something like that.
Yeah. And then
I think he's the only one. The only one with the ring playing.
Okay.
No, okay. Bill Russell got one too. Bill Russell played and coached 1 year.
I think it was during this. I think it was during the same era too. Bill Russell era.
Here's a shocker: they already got Steve Kerr in there. That we'll talk about that one because
we'll get to it.
We'll talk about Steve Kerr.
They need to put an asterisk / Mark Jackson next to that shit.
Well, you stupid. Don Nelson. I get it. He's kind of like the innovator of just open floor play and kind of what not Van Gundy, but
Steve Nash,
D'Antoni, kind of what D'Antoni's kind of adopted. Yeah. Don Nelson is kind of the creator of that, but Greg Popovich, of course, Jack Ramsey, Pat Riley, of course, Doc Rivers, another guy we'll come back to. So we'll come back to Kerr and Doc. Jerry Sloan, of course. Lenny Wilkins had the wins record for a long time.
So long, yeah. He just was unbeatable in that record. So I guess that's why they threw him up there.
Yeah. But here's the third shocker. Because it's 3 active coaches, four active coaches. Doc, Popovich, Kerr, and Eric Spoelstra. Eric Spoelstra made the list. There's your top 15 right there. So let me take that graphic down and open it up, man. What's your initial thoughts?
Hey, I'm glad somebody got some credit for doing their job outside of having LeBron.
Hey, you remember when everyone used to say,
bro, they tried to dog Spoelstra. Oh, he had LeBron.
No, not even that, Lamar. They when we had a conversation about LeBron and Jordan, they would always say, well, Michael Jordan had a great coach in Phil Jackson, but LeBron's never had a great coach.
Spo is an awesome coach.
They the same talk to me.
Yeah, Spo is a great coach. Ty Lue is a great coach.
Yes, he's had great coaches.
David Black was a great coach.
You just don't have a chance with LeBron. I mean, Spo did because of the team he had around, and he was a good coach.
And Pat was like, "No, we're not." No, they tried to fire Spo. Remember the first year they got off to the slow start, and then they lost the championship.
Pat Riley. They wanted Pat Riley to step in. Again.
Exactly. They was like, "Fire Spo, Pat. You need to come coach this team." Pat was like, "Hell no, nah. Spo good." I vouched for him.
And Spo is good.
LeBron would have had that man fired
since Pat was there.
Exactly. And LeBron wanted that man fired.
Like a cameraman, or did work on the camera room or something like that.
He was a scout, bro. Yeah, he was in the video room.
He was a scout.
That's
dope.
He was
a scout when Pat Riley was GM and head coach. He was a scout.
Yeah. You're right, LeBron was getting coached in Miami. That's why he left on top of Wade's knees giving up. He got tired of being coached, and look, I think I can do this on my own, build my own squad and run brown ball, and I think I can do it that way. And he did. I mean, I got to give him props for that. But Steve Kerr, Doc Rivers, y'all got any issues with Steve Kerr and Doc Rivers being there?
Nah,
Doc Rivers.
I mean, Doc.
Most questionable, I guess.
So remember earlier I mentioned we was talking about the coaches, right? Doc Rivers did come up, and I feel like he's a great coach because what he did with Boston, right?
Mm-hmm.
He never had a fair chance with that in Clippers because not only did he have to coach, he stepped up as GM that year as well.
Yeah, they did have him coaching the GM.
You're a great coach, but you're not a great GM.
Right.
Brought
No,
in
I
a
don't
lot
mind
of
Doc in
injuries.
there.
Yeah.
But with Philly, he still hasn't got a real shot. I guess you could say. Well, I don't know that player. I don't know Ben Simmons situation.
Nah, I think Doc's a great coach. He just had some meltdowns, just like any other coach. I mean, look at Lenny Wilkins. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
we haven't looked at him and said what negative did he do that we can tax him for. We only looked at all his good stuff, which was his win totals, right?
Mhm.
But if you look at them Atlanta Hawks teams, have you ever seen one in the championship, or have you
No,
ever seen
we didn't.
one in the conference finals like going deep with Lenny Wilkins? No,
No.
so I'm not gonna tax Doc Rivers because he gave up a 3-1 lead with the Clippers, and he gave up another 3-1 lead with Orlando. Um, that was T Mac fault. T Mac went to the press conference and said it's over.
You don't do that.
Yeah, he said it's over. They was like, no, was they up 2-1? They was up 2-1, and he said
2-1,
it's over.
yeah.
And it was like, this the first year that the first round goes best of 7, right? Because it used to be best of 5, so he thought they only had one more game to win. It was like, you got to win 2 more, right?
Stop talking so much, man.
And they ain't win another game, man. Right. He said, "Who's y'all top 3?" Let me put it back up here. Top 3. I got to give Phil number 1 for what he accomplished, man. 2 3-peats with the Bull, 1 3-peat with the Lakers, and another finals appearance with the Lakers. Wait, I'm sorry, 3-peat with the Lakers, and then 2 with
Chicago.
with Kobe. No, so 2 3-peats with the Lakers. That's 6. He did a 3-peat with Shaq and Kobe, and then he did 2 in a row with Kobe and Powell.
Kobe Powell and Powell Gasol in them.
Yeah. But he went to 3 straight with the Lakers with Kobe and Powell because they lost the first one.
Lost to Boston. Yeah.
Imagine that. Imagine getting your squad together. 3-peat.
4 3-peats. Jesus
Michael
Christ.
Jordan lose, come back, you do another 3-peat. Then you get Shaq and Kobe 3-peat, and then you get Kobe and Powell, and you go to 3 straight, but
and win 2.
One.
What if they won that 08 one? Phil, that would have been crazy.
Bro, yeah, that's crazy. So I got Phil 1.
Yeah, I don't really know. I can't even speak on some of these guys. Like, I don't know enough. I mean, I know the history, but I don't know enough about putting anybody above Phil because I saw the Phil era. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I give Red his credit for what he did with Boston and embracing black players and saying, look, man, we go play ball and we go win. I mean, he was an innovator. He did what other people wasn't doing, even though it wasn't but 2 teams in the league at that time. They
Shots fired.
I'm gonna give him 2, and then number 3, I'm going Greg Pop. What about y'all?
I like your 1 and 3. I would probably, because I don't know too much about Red. I mean, obviously I know about him, but that's out of my era a little bit. I might put Pat in there. I might go 1 Phil, 2 Pop, and then 3 Pat. I might do that.
Pat's a good one. See, this is my idea about 90s basketball. I think 90s basketball is the best we ever going to get, and same with football. I think I think the golden age for football was probably 2000. The late 90s to about 2000. right around when they started cheating for the Patriots. So the 90s up to when the Patriots 02 whatnot, right? So, but I think that's the golden age for sports because it was pure. Stop.
No, bro, you just like throwing them underhand jabs and that shit. That shit be hilarious.
He be sending shots.
No, but the golden age of the 90s to the early 2000s, I think is the best we go get in both sports. It ain't gonna get no better. It's going to get different and it's going to evolve. It's going to be something different, but you didn't get pure basketball like you did in the 90s, and before the 90s, the players just wasn't good enough. We got really good players now, but the basketball is just something else, man. I mean, it's a mix between WWE, the circus, and the days of our lives, or General Hospital or one of them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's exactly what it is, man. Like ESPN and all these debate shows give you the drama, and they, things that we ain't supposed to be worried about, they got us worried about. Like, who the heck cares is Dame leave the Blazers? Nobody was talking about no other players. Like, you need to leave. Who was saying that in the 90s? Who was telling Ewing you need to go team up with MJ? Or who was doing that? Nobody was doing that. Nobody was taking personal shots at superstars and getting in beefs with them. And like they bring the drama. So you got soap opera. Yeah, you got soap opera. You got fixed games, rigged games, WWE, and then you got the circus. Because who would put a product on the floor where we could say, look, we go call a game in such a way that we take the whole post and a big man out of the game. Like you don't even matter anymore. We're not even going in the post no more. You get what I'm saying? Like so we got a whole portion of the game that's missing. And defense, a whole other end of the floor is missing. Like they won't. You get what I'm saying? So the 90s is the best we ever go get. Is the best era. I'm off my soapbox, man. Hey,